you want your work to be famous, but you don't want to be famous.
Yeah, maybe. Like I would like to be able to make a contribution, I guess, artistically or in some way, but not to have anyone know it's really me. Does that
Yeah,
make sense or no?
I totally get that. I think
Yeah,
we've talked with a bunch of people that the trappings of fame seem to be not that cool. Like the lack of the loss of freedom. I think
yeah,
what you're describing is having that massive contribution that I think most of us want to make to our
yeah,
communities or society or the world at large, but
yeah.
also retaining the freedom of just being able to walk
Of a
around a
regular
shopping
person.
center and
Yeah, yeah. And no
overpay for
one to
coffee.
recognise you.
Yeah.
That's right. No one to know your family. Like I always feel so sorry for people who become famous, whether they intended to or not, from however they got there. And
Hmm.
eventually they can't, like they have to hide their kids or they have to move somewhere where they can't not recognised. And yeah, I just feel like I would not like the headspace that would put you in as a person or as a family, you know.
How are we defining famous here? Like what do you
Yeah.
think that how many people need to know who you are without you knowing them for you to say you're yeah, I think I'm famous now?
Yeah, that's good. Do you think it's when you're recognised fairly publicly? I guess. Like if you, I guess it depends on the circle too. Like I have a friend who's a very well respected and well known singer in musical theatre, and in the musical theatre world, everyone would know who she is. And I guess
Yep.
I don't know whether you call her famous, but she'd be recognised. She'd be known in it to people who love and know musical theatre in Australia, particularly. But if you weren't in that world, I don't think she'd be recognised at all. So, yeah, I guess it depends on the circle and how many people. Yeah, that's a tough question. I don't know.
Right?
What do you think?
Yeah, I go back and forth on this one as well. I like before I left powerlifting, or I had a little holiday away from the IPF.
Yeah.
Um, I got quite used to people telling me who I was, which it's always a bit of a trip. Like, and that was I'd turn up at powerlifting competition, and people go, "Oh, you're Nathan Baxter," and go, "Yes, yes, that's correct. Who are you?" And so the first few times, it's kind of weird. Then I started getting that, while traveling as well, and only
Yeah.
once, like, I realized that it was kind of cool because somebody stopped me in LAX and knew who I was.
Wow.
They'd seen me at the Arnold Classic, and I was like, "Oh wow, that's really kind of cool." And then you walk away, and the next 50 people that I walk past in LAX once again
We
have
have no clue.
absolutely no
No
idea
clue.
who I am. No clue. But I think if I was famous, because I had a conversation, it was the same day I had a conversation with Mark Henry from the WWE. We have mutual friends, and
Mhm.
so we were just chatting. When I walked away from that conversation, nobody spoke to me. When Mark Henry walked away from that conversation, nobody spoke to
Everyone.
him,
Oh
but
yeah.
everybody filmed him and watched and like, oh my god, that's Mark Henry.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's fame, and then there's some people sometimes recognizing you, and I think I was recognized, but I wasn't famous.
And maybe that's nice, especially in your field where you're respected and known. And
Mm,
I'm new to powerlifting, so your fame and everything is all new to me. So
yeah, like
if
who
I
are
saw you in the
you,
airport,
weird old
yeah,
guy?
if I saw you in the airport, I would have no clue who you are, even though I've just started, off in this. But I guess if you're well respected in your field and you're recognised in your field, that's kind of a nice compliment too, I think, as well.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Yeah,
I think we
yeah,
all I think we all enjoy being recognized by our communities.
yeah, yeah. I agree.
Because
Especially if it's a
I
good,
think that's a
positive thing.
really
Yeah,
yeah. I think actually I think some people just like being recognized, whether it's positive or negative. They just like the
that's
brand
true.
recognition.
That's very true. That's very true. And that is such a prevalent marketing tool now. Like, I don't care if I look like an idiot. You all commented and gave me lots of
Right,
fame. So yeah,
right. I
yeah,
I struggle with rage baiting
yeah.
on Instagram. That's a
Me
really
too.
um,
I cannot.
I haven't worked out what to do with it because I don't want to respond because I know by responding I'm giving them what they want and they're getting
Yeah,
attention and
yeah.
they're getting all these points from the algorithm to send more people that way because people are engaging. So
Mhm.